NXT being rebranded to NXT. Goddamn Triple H. If you want to show that you got balls, that you got big DE energy, that's how you do it. That's how you fucking do it. That's flexing right there.
Shawn Michaels, now he's not
vice president. He's vice president. A round of applause for Shawn Michaels real quick. Vice president. Shout out to Triple H being chief of creative. Round of applause for it. Yeah, he got promoted. Shout out to Road Dogg coming back too, taking care of his people. Like, damn. So, NXT being rebranded again, it's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. I like how they still kept the design of 2.0, but the color of gold and black. Does this mean that we might see Gargano back in NXT? Does it mean that we're going to see Ciampa back in NXT?
I hope not.
Well, so you believe for...
If you took the time to not pull them from NXT...
They didn't pull it.
Yeah, but they got called up to the main roster.
Not by Triple H.
Yeah, but they got called up. Your boy got called up.
Actually, Gargano came back.
But your guy got called up, and then he got what The Miz. And so I feel like keep this momentum.
Okay.
When eventually you make NXT as an equal brand, because at the moment they're in talent, they're not equal.
They're still more popular than Raw. It's SmackDown, NXT, Raw.
But in talent, they're not equal. You have, let's say, they have 50 people in the roster.
Who else is there missing?
They don't have. If you took the titles out, the people that are left over, not the title holder, you take them out, they're not ready to hold a show. Like, it's not, the talent's not there yet. They're getting better, but I feel like it's not there yet. So
I feel like it's there. They're just not being promoted. They're not being mostly displayed. A lot of their live show is not airing TV. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're not. But if it was more constant, you know what I'm saying? If like what they do on Friday night after SmackDown, like they keep doing stuff like that, or the main event and display more NXT talent, and then they're gonna get the look.
But as soon as they make it a third brand, then possibly you could start shifting.
It is a third brand. Why we speak so negative? Why we put them in?
It's not treated equally as SmackDown and Raw.
Triple H is treating it as SmackDown
at the moment, but he's took over
at the moment. What do you think Triple H is gonna do with the gold and black? He brought it back. He deleted the 2.0. He was like 2 divided by 2 equal 0 by 1 NXT. That's all he did.
We'll see.
I'm just Ninja. Tyrell, shut up.
For me, it's like for NXT, it's like I believe what they're doing until I see it, because it's like it was good until you start pulling your main talent to the other brands,
because
which they were prepared, ready to go. But
they were plateaued. They were staring.
Yeah, but when you pulled everybody, for example, when you pulled Finn Balor, when you pulled basically everybody before 2.0,
right?
That it plateaued. NXT plateaued.
But think about, you have to replenish what's been already taken out from red and blue.
But it just plateaued. Then everybody, it took a while until everybody got up to speed and build stories and everything. You removed that crap again. Everybody got released.
But it was Vince's story, not Triple H's story.
Yeah, but before Vince took over, it was plateauing.
With Triple H?
With
Triple H?
Basically, after the Undisputed Era.
Sir, are we seeing Triple H? We're talking about Paul Leverclaw. Yeah. We're seeing Paul Leverclaw. Triple H was plateauing in NXT before it became NXT 2.0. Yes.
As soon as they took out
Babushka, no, I don't think that. As soon as
they took out Undisputed Era and everybody got released or they won their ways,
they transfer over, it
plateaued. It took a while to build stars or people up to the ranks. Because besides, after Undisputed Era left, right, you had no Imperium because they didn't come across. So the only thing you had was your boy Ciampa and
Gargano.
It.
Gargano was still there.
And that's it.
The Way was still there. They were focusing more on the tag team. That Raquel was killing it as the women heavyweight champion.
She had to do double duty. That's how
Melo was doing fine. Dakota was still doing her thing. Io was still doing. They still had the talent. The thing was that they didn't have the proper support. It's different saying that it was plateauing because yes, in the background we saw that there was a change of power. Triple H no longer had control of creative in NXT. Vince McMahon put his big foot in and be like, "Yeah, I'm going to run things over and do X, Y, Z and do this and that." The one thing that he did was made Mandy a decent champion. That's the most.
I will say like that's the best thing.
That's the best thing he did.
And it's crazy. You took he took the worst wrestler from your main show and made her into what she is now, which is a good
like miracle happens, guys. Vince will shoot 99 times, but he could probably hit a few good ones. So again, without the proper support, yes, it did look like it was plateauing. But now that Triple H, my guy, Triple H and Vince, Shawn Michael and Road Dogg are back together, man, that shit is gonna be fire, bro.
Let's see how it goes.
I remember back in it was 2019, 2020. I always preached that NXT was the A brand. I always preached about that.
But at that time, that roster was loaded.
Right.
Yeah, as soon as that roster went to the big leagues.
But SmackDown was also depleting and also Raw, so like, no one was really doing that great.
True. That's what you were talking about when they did the invasion, basically, or a little before.
Oh, after that. Okay. After that, everybody plateaued. Plateaued. During the pandemic, Drew becoming champion, Bobby with the Hurt Business, the underground shit that was they trying to do. I think that was during the pandemic. It hit here or there. There was a lot of good thing that was occurring, but there was not a lot of support behind it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really fully pull the trigger. But now that things are getting back to normal, they're trying to figure out who's good, who's not good, especially with like vaccination and stuff. That's a big factor to it. So if you're not vaccinated, we would have had Lion and Sharks in the semifinals versus like whoever they pulled out of the blue, and then Toxic Attraction would have won that tag team,
but they got injured.
So it's like. Those things are a factor that made those momentum just deplete, sadly, but it happened, you know?
For me, I until I see it, I believe it. But they're doing fine. I just want to see, especially for Survivor, I want to see what they do. But we'll see. I'm
really excited for that. And your Triple H, if you could throw that Women Revolution pay-per-view match one more time, Evolution, I appreciate you. Please be sure to follow us on all of our proper social media, as well as, the podcast, give us the 5-star, the thumbs up, and hopefully you enjoyed what you've been enjoying. With that being said, I'm Jay Aguilar.
This is Lucito.
And we say good night, buenas noches, and goodbye.
Yeah.